changes have been made to the Star Luck. I've gone down to 1 high-efficiency fuel system. We have 3 Shiva furnaces to join our 3 dynamo units. I'm still keeping 1 crew pod, 1 storage bay, and 1 point defense. Who knows, we might need to haul the medicinals, drugs, heavy weapons. You never know when you'll need some space on your precursor tugboat. And we'll still keep the point defense, in case we run into any nasty Ur-Quan dreadnoughts. Those fighters can stay at home. No launching. Now, per my mathematics, I lost 65 crew in my throwdowns of the Ur-Quan and the Mycon. I'm up to 408 total losses. However, those have been ameliorated by the 8 Bakunk Furies, the 3 Aeroloo Skiffs, and the 4 Zokfot Pick Stingers I have acquisitioned over the course of the series. Note that 2 of the Spathia Looters are gone. Yes, I know, it's wild. They played Puntafi, and the 2 winners, question mark, got to have their eluders scrapped, and the captains are trapped on Earth Starbase in perpetuity. Twifo and Pakunki are here, and I'm stringing them along with the prospect of having another game of Puntafi, but I wouldn't want either of them to be alone. I think I'm going to be keeping them both around, and, unless one of them gets destroyed in combat, these things happen. Well, that's that. Let's go meet some new people, yeah? Last episode was full of the Mycon, and Juffawup, and Turgidity. We have accumulated, acquisitioned, acquired evidence that could be of use in our dealings, our interactions, our conversations with the Cyrene. But I tease you, we're not visiting them this episode. There's someone else to go visit and say hi to. Also, if I run low on fuel, that's okay. I have 2 phones. I can call the Mel Norme and we got plenty of credits. We're over here now. The eastern side of the game world. And per our knowledge that we purchased from the Mel Norme, there is a homeworld here, inhabited by the Druge. Mel Norme warned us about dealing with the Druge. It's probably fine. Let's go say how do you do. Oh, look at him. Wait, just immediately hop on him. Yo.
Greetings, friend and fellow explorer. I am an officer of the Crimson Corporation. We are the Druge. We are delighted to make your acquaintance and hope that we can do business together. Should your desires be similar, please hurry to our main trading world at Zeta Persei 1.
So, I didn't comment on it last episode. I do like how the Mycon look and the HD Megamod. I really like how the Druge are looking here. Zeta Persei. How they pronounce that, not per se. Oh, okay. What can you tell us of your culture? Your species?
More than a culture, Captain. We are an organization. The Crimson Corporation. Our corporation seeks only to improve our quality of life, and does so via the dribble-down effect.
I will leave now.
Until we meet again.
The dribble-down effect, with which you are all familiar, I am sure. Let's go meet some more. Hello?
Ah, the young starship captain from Earth. We hope your adventures have brought you wealth. How can we be of service?
The Druge have lots of delightful dialogue, some of which we will not be hearing in this revisit, but the other races, certainly have dialogue, too, that we will not be hearing during this revisit. One of them, how do I articulate this? How about you speak first?
You wish to know more about us? Excellent. After all, knowledge should be free. Eh, Captain? Let's see. About us, well, we are the Crimson Corporation, and the Crimson Corporation is us. When the corporation's earnings are up, our quality of life soars and our benefit packages improve. The further up the ladder you are, the more you profit individually. When times are hard, the corporation must cut costs, usually by laying off employees. Since everything on our world is corporation property, this means any ex-employee is instantly trespassing and is guilty of stealing corporation property, such as air and sunlight. The only appropriate penalty for theft is to feed the furnace.
Think they're conveying a lot to us here. So, I've decided how I'm going to put this.
Until we meet again.
And it's don't enter Druge space unarmed and unescorted. They have sensors too, like everyone else does.
Ah, the young.
Anything else?
You know, Captain, we have heard that there is a race called the MEGAMOD, which has recently entered this part of the galaxy. We understand that they sell fuel for gross profit, charge fees for common knowledge, and provide a rescue service which amounts to little more than piracy. How criminal. Just an aside, Captain. We thought you might like to know that the resources which can be salvaged from a Melnorme wreck are phenomenal.
I think, through fragmented memory, that blowing up a Melnorme trader vessel will yield you the second highest return for salvage in the game. It is second only to this Lilandro probe. Of course, permanently offending the Melnorme, you get a second chance. But permanently offending them does mean you're not able to benefit from their services, which do include emergency rescue, should you ever get stranded. And they're definitely not helping you if you place a call.
Until we meet again.
One more, but maybe we can run to someone closer to the homeworld. Yeah, like that.
Ah.
Anything else?
More information, Captain? You have learned so much about us already. Very well. You may be interested to know that we recently diverted the onslaught of a hostile alien race. We learned of its approach from our ex-clients, the Burvixi. The kind and philanthropic Burvixi informed us that a dark and sinister armada had detected our hyperwave emissions, and though still distant, was inexorably homing in on our central trade world at Zeta Persei. We devised a brilliant plan, implemented it perfectly, and were thus spared gruesome death at the hands of the aliens, who we later learned called themselves the Korra.
Bervixi and not Bervixies, huh? Also, I do enjoy the framing of the Bervixi being ex-clients. So yeah, information there about the Korra coming on in from the Druge captain's perspective.
Until we meet again.
Maybe they have more information to share. We might run into another battle group. Let's get to the home world of the Crimson Corporation.
Attention, alien starship. You have arrived at the central trade world of the Crimson Corporation, home of the Druge. Be welcome and take advantage of our excellent deal. It has come to our attention that you have female Shofixti creatures on board your ship. We have the means to fertilize these creatures artificially, allowing us to produce a hybrid beast to attend our furnaces. We must have those females, Captain. We are prepared to offer you fully 6 of our devastating Mauler starships in exchange. We know that you have Mycon Deep Child egg case fragments aboard your vessel. Would you consider trading them to us for a shiny new Mauler starship? Our sensors reveal that you have one of our more powerful hyperwave casters on board your ship. Have no fear, Captain. It was abandoned on the Bervixi moon, and by our law, it belongs to you. However, we are fond of the device and wish to regain it through trade. Give us the caster, and we will give you all the fuel your ship can hold. We note you possess a vortex spawner. In exchange for the simple device, we will give you 3 Mauler starships, and fill your fuel tanks at no extra charge.
So, I brought a lot of items. The trade headquarters of the Druge, detected with their potent scanners. No one had asked me in the comments as of the time of this recording, but it is possible that some of you viewers may have wondered, why isn't he doing anything with the Shofixti females? What is this about a nickel tour in the museum? What's going on there? I wanted to bring them here so that we could partake in that delightful bit of dialogue. How excited the Druge would be to have the 12 to 16 cryogenically frozen Shofixti females so that they could, checks notes here, be fertilized artificially, thus producing a hybrid beast to attend the Druge furnaces. In exchange, we would receive 6 Mauler starships. We don't have room for 6. We have a fleet cap, and were I to accept that, we would only get 4 of the 6. I also made sure to grab some egg case fragments, because the Druge are willing to buy some in exchange for Mauler starships. We have their Bervixi's caster. They would like to have that back. In exchange, offer all the fuel our ship can hold. And indeed, all the fuel your ship can hold. They will honor the letter of that statement. If you can't hold any fuel, that's that. And if you can hold all of the fuel, that's also that. And there's different dialogue you can have there. And also, the simple vortex spawner. Yeah, okay. Don't think so. What can you tell us about this trade world?
This is the heart of our operation, the vital core of the Crimson Corporation. 1 million deals are made here each day, perhaps more. You would be wise to take advantage of all our services, Captain. You will not find better deals anywhere.
All right. Well, That's convincing. I'd like to make a purchase. What you got?
Since this is your first time trading with us, Captain, allow me to explain our standard operating procedures. We will sell you fuel, ancient artifacts, even our own Mauler starships. All that we ask in return is that you assign some of your crew to serving here in our trade world on a permanent basis.
Isn't that kind of like slave trading?
No, Captain. Slaves have no choice in their destiny, no freedom. We would never accept the permanent assignment of one of your people unless we knew that they had granted you the rights to make such a deal.
What would my crew members do here if I were to pursue this hypothetical?
People as skilled as your flagship's crew will receive immediate posts in our Starfleet. They will serve alongside our own true starship personnel, sharing every duty.
I am ready to make purchases.
Excellent. Let us begin. Our inventory presently includes the Rosy Sphere, an ancient precursor artifact of unrivaled beauty and mystery. Yours for the amazing bargain of only 100 crew. The Trident of Wimbley. Not just one, but fully 3 mystic prongs give this artifact its awesome capabilities. Are you strong enough to master its power, or will it master you? Cost? 100 crew. The glowing rod. What unearthly powers will you gain when you hold this coruscating step high above your head and scream, Kayi, Laiki, Lai? And it can be yours for only 100 crew. As always, we also have an unlimited supply of exceptionally high-performance starship fuel at a cost of 10 crew for 10 units of fuel, as well as a freshly assembled Mauler starship, which we will trade for 100 of your crew.
So, we know that 100 of our crew, as of now, is worth 3 resources of pop. 100 times 3, that's 300. It is worth noting, though, that indulging in slave trading carries some dialogue interactions and changes to crew availability from the Earth Starbase, as you might imagine. How deep you go down the rabbit hole, it's up to you. We do know we need that Rosy Sphere. We have been informed about that. Required to repair the Ultron, and you better believe that we have to repair the Ultron. I'd like to acquire that.
Unfortunately, Captain, you do not have enough crew to make this purchase.
I figured I would show that off, because I could just punch that button, because I don't have enough crew. Done buying for now.
Are you sure? As you wish.
Yeah. I'd like to sell items.
We are prepared to make a deal.
Very excited. 8-case fragment.
Captain, a special deal. A bargain unequaled. Instead of the usual payment we would give for this item, what would you say to a different exchange? We would like to trade your commodity for a highly valuable precursor artifact, the Rosy Sphere. Its origins are filled with wonder, and its powers are uncontestable, though subtle. What is your response?
This is how you can get out of trading 100 crew for the Rosy Sphere. Tell me more about this artifact, this Rosy Sphere.
Its genesis is lost in antiquity, along with the race who created it, the marvelous precursors. Note how the device glows, how it throbs, pulsing slowly, bright, then dark, like the heart of a slumbering god. Captain, this artifact has been in our possession for eons. Vast brutal wars have been fought over its possession. The offer we make to you here today is quite unique. Do not make a hasty choice.
I'm gonna need to have a talk with the ship's translation system. How dare you articulate to me quite unique? Flashbacks to 8th grade social studies teacher, one of her pet peeves conveyed to us as students is to never add a modifying word to unique. Unique. That's what it is. Singular. You want to say like near unique, like Warhammer 40k has as like an availability category? Sure. Cool. Fine. It means it's almost unique. It's not quite unique. But if we were actually dealing with unique, in truth, anything like modifying unique would bother her to varying degrees. That stuck with me in my head. Doesn't really bother me, though, unlike it did her. I accept this unusual offer. I wanted to take time to ponder it.
You are indeed a wise young human. The rosy sphere is yours.
He's like, haha, sucker. We get to save on one of these maulers. I'll go ahead and pawn off another 8-case fragment.
I accept the deal for the Mycon Deep Trial 8-case. In exchange, you shall receive the agreed upon number of ships.
And again, if we didn't have any room, that would be an issue. We're like, well, sucks to suck. Note that we can't sell the third one. They don't want any more than 2, which means you can't screw yourself. You will always have an 8-case fragment to take with you to the Cyrene. I'm good on selling anything else.
Very well.
1 rosy sphere, 1 mauler. My work here is done.
Return soon, Captain. Your patronage is appreciated.
I'm sure it is. I'm gonna do a cool little pirouette, and we're gonna have a chat again with the home world.
It's always pleasant to see you again, Captain. Are you here today to buy or sell?
Can you tell us anything else about this trade world?
While I am sure, Captain, that you would never make this foolish mistake, I still feel I should warn you about one of our laws. Specifically, Druge Statute 3429, subsection A86. Definition of starship derelicts. Simply put, Captain, this statute recognizes that the universe is an inherently hostile place, and any ship which is unable to defend itself incites violence, usually because someone will try to take the unarmed ship by force. Therefore, any unarmed vessel in our space is defined as derelict and is available for salvage by anyone who finds it.
Yes, I didn't need to include that warning advisory at all earlier in the episode. I did not recall the Druge being so kind as to inform the player, hey, don't come here unarmed. We will treat you as salvage.
Until next time, Captain.
Do you have any other exciting words of wisdom to share with the class? I am intrigued.
It is the young human in the giant alien spacecraft.
Anything else?
In case it has not been made clear to you, Captain, aside from your crew, there are certain items which we are willing to trade for. Specifically, these include vortex spawners, hyperwave casters, and the tough fungal mats discarded by the Mycon Deep children as they penetrate the planet's crust.
I did remember this. Trade HQ is perfectly happy to inform you that there are a few exceptions to the crew dealing they stick to. Yeah. You're like, what, portal spotter? Like, if you had never gotten the thing before, like, what? What's going on? What do you mean by that one? Now, we can't trade the Umga caster that we received from the Spathy, because we do actually need one of the casters to beat the game. It is important.
Until next time, Captain.
Isn't it? It's not asking for, like, an actual, like response in the comments. I'm just thinking about the order of events which transpires and where prompts are received, and yeah. I don't think you could just do the thing without having the thing. That's sufficiently cryptic, yeah. Yeah, great work, Grimith.
We welcome you to our trade world once again, Captain. We are at your service.
Just hanging around.
You may be surprised to learn that we are deeply spiritual beings, Captain. We worship our God with great enthusiasm. You want details? Why, certainly. We Druge are especially fortunate souls. Most aliens we have encountered have, at best, a tenuous relationship with their gods. But we Druge have an ironclad contract. Our document reads as follows. Whereas the Druge, hereinafter known as the Worshippers, wish to establish a long-term relationship with an omnipotent and all-knowing deific entity, hereinafter known as God or God, which shall mutually benefit both parties, the parties agree to abide by the following terms and commitments for the rest of eternity. The worshippers hereby promise to perform faithfully and to the best of their ability the following. 1. Worshippers shall make regular and sincere obeisance to God, including but not limited to prayer, sacrifice, and the building of large structures. 2. Worshippers shall make every attempt to convert non-believers, hereinafter known as them, making sure to obtain signed documents from same attesting to said conversion. 3. Worshippers shall not enter into an agreement with another deity without written permission from God. In consideration of the above correctly performed obeisance, God shall provide 1. Continued existence with little or no modification to the perceived reality of the worshippers. 2. No fewer than 3 miracles, force majeure, whose exact nature and timing shall be left to God's sole discretion. 3. Worshippers shall enjoy some form of life after death, which shall remain a complete and total mystery to the worshippers until such time as they die. We, the undersigned, hereby swear to fulfill our obligations as defined above. Signed, the Druge. God, being omnipresent and all-knowing, is considered to have signed this document by default.
That's a better ending for this episode than I had been thinking several minutes ago. I'm out of here. Take care, everyone.